Danielle here. Welcome to Danielle's Corner. Today I'm going to be sharing how to make chocolate dipped mandarin slices. Alright, so what you're going to need is mandarin oranges. This is what I have. You could probably use like little cuties. They just had mandarin oranges and these are mandarin slices, but you could basically use anything you want. But this is what I'm using. We're going to peel these and then section them out. Pistachios. I have this big bag, and this is just because I have it, but you can get a smaller bag. I get this from our Sam's Club, but that's because I like to eat these. So we have those, and then some semi-sweet chocolate. In the recipe that I have, it says dark chocolate, but I prefer semi-sweet chocolate, so that's what I'm going to use. You could even use milk chocolate. You could do whatever you want. And if you don't want to do pistachios, you can do some other chopped nut, or not even use them. You could just use the chocolate and the mandarin oranges. You can basically do whatever you want with this. It's really good. My daughter Cheyenne had went with my mom. This was years ago, bowling, and they had a potluck, and one of the ladies took these, and Cheyenne came home and was just like, oh, you have to make them. So I've made them before. I found a recipe online just so that, you know, it'll be easier and I can just link that recipe. But it's a super easy thing. You can't really mess it up. It's so good and such a yummy little treat. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first off we are going to peel these. And I'm just going to do like a couple of them. The recipe that I found says 6 mandarins peeled, but I'm not going to do that many because that's going to be like a lot. So for us, that many doesn't work, but you can do that many. You can do as few or as many as you like. And then we're just going to section them off like this. Really easy. This is a really easy, yummy little snack. And like I said, Cheyenne just fell in love with them, and I have made them. I don't make them as often as I should. I actually forgot about them, and I don't know what made me think of them. And I was like, I should make those and share this wonderful little delight with you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this one, and then we'll come back, and we want to chop up the pistachios. And like I say with that, you can either use the pistachios, you can use walnuts or almonds if you'd like, pecans, anything like that. You can even not use any. It's not required. So let's say you can't eat nuts. Don't use them. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not, you know, that's a little crunch and stuff, but maybe you could use like granola if you wanted to dip, absolutely wanted to dip them in something to add a little bit of crunch to it. But anyway, I sat here rambling the whole time. Okay, so I have those done. Let me go ahead and get the pistachios, and then we'll get those sliced up. Alright, so now we're just going to get our pistachios and shell them. I'm sure that they have some already shelled and like cut up. Jeez, I did that opposite. But they didn't have any at my store, and I love pistachios. They didn't even have any like separate at my store, like in a little bag. So I like my Albertsons grocery store. So that's why I was like, well, I love pistachios, so I'll get them. They're already opened, as you can tell, if you didn't notice. So I've already dipped into them before I started making this. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish this off, and then we will cut them up. I don't know if I'll cut them up. I was going to cut them up on this, but maybe I'll just put them in a bag and smash them up. That's usually pretty easy. I think I'll do that. Okay, let me finish this and then we'll do that. Alright, so I'm going to put them in like a little sandwich bag. And get the air out. Seal it up. I have this little like mini rolling pin thing, so I'm just going to use that to kind of crush them up. I don't know if I'll need to bang a little bit more. It's pushing it pretty good, but get these all crushed up. All right, I'm just going to finish getting these crushed up, and then we will go ahead and move on to melting the chocolate. Chocolate, the best part. All right, I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. Yeah, because there's some pieces. You want to make sure that they're pretty crushed up. Okay, let's go ahead and melt the chocolate. All right, so I have about a cup, a little more than a cup of chocolate chips. I have the flame on. I am going to add a little bit of canola oil. This is what I'm using. You can use any kind of oil if you choose to. I'm going to add some because it kind of makes the chocolate a little bit easier to work with, and it also makes it like real pretty and glossy. So I'm going to do that and get a spoon that we can, and you can use a double broiler. I don't, only because this always just works for me, but yeah, you could use a double broiler if you choose to. Is it double broiler or double boiler? I don't know. Either way, you can use that, but this usually works for me. So I'm just going to get this melted down, and then we will get everything mixed together. Let me know how you all are doing. Let me know if you've made anything like this. This is a little bit different than what I feel you normally see. Usually it's like chocolate covered strawberries and, you know, but I thought this was fun, and like I said, Cheyenne just absolutely loves them. So let's go ahead and get this melted, and then we'll get to dipping. And I'm just, you can use like a big old cookie sheet with the, what is it called, parchment paper and everything. I'm literally just going to put them on this plate. So, and then you pop them in the fridge and they are good to go. Alright, once this is all melted down, we'll come back and start dipping them. This is going to be ready in like a matter of moments. I actually shouldn't even go anywhere. I should just turn off the flame. And you want to be careful because you don't want your chocolate to burn. I've done that. I think I've said it in the past when we've done this stuff. It can go pretty fast, so you kind of want to turn off your heat before it's completely melted, because it'll stay warm and it's still going to stay melting. See how it still is melting down the other. So yeah. All right. Yeah, we didn't even have to go anywhere. All right, so this is the process here. Let me go ahead and move this to the side, and you just take one, you dip it in just like that, set it to the side, and then you take some of your pistachios and sprinkle them on top, and that's it. And you just keep going like that. Take it, you can maybe dip them in the pistachios, which I think is what I've done in the past, but this is it. So I'm just going to finish this, put them in the fridge, and then we'll come back and sample these little lovely delights. Alrighty, I've had them in the fridge just about maybe 10 minutes. I could probably keep them in there longer, but I want to sample them. So you can keep them in there longer to get them, you know, more firm, because they're still a little gooey, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and sample them. Those are so good. Like, you get like this burst of the orange, and then you have the chocolate and the pistachio crunch. These are really good. Highly recommend them. I'll put the recipe down below. Let me know if you try them, how they turned out. Let me know if you use the semi-sweet chocolate or dark chocolate or milk chocolate, how you made them. I would love to know. I would love to have you subscribe, so definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here, and I hope you're all having an amazingly blessed day and an amazingly blessed week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!